Jackson is iconic.
He has been around for so many generations. His realm is very wide on what he records.
He is real. Like, he brings everything real to country.
He wrote so many good songs.
You can hear it in his lyrics, you can hear it in his music.
Yeah, God bless Willie.
We're at Willie's Roadhouse
on Sirius XM.
Bills are all due, and the babies need shoes, but I'm busted. Cotton is down to $0.25 a pound, and I'm busted. I got a cow that's gone dry, and a hen that won't lay. A big stack of bills that get bigger each day. The county's gonna haul my belongings away, 'cause I'm busted. To ask for a loan, 'cause I was busted. Lord, I hate to beg like a dog for a bone, but I'm busted. My brother said there ain't a thing I can do. My wife and my kids are all down with the flu. And I was just thinking about calling on you, 'cause I'm busted.
So listen to my story. Save yourself some agony. Forget that earthly wonder, like a shadow on the ground. Find yourself a woman, get a job and settle down. 'Cause there ain't no California where the water tastes like wine. Ain't no big rock candy mountain where you feel good all the time. I ain't found no blue bayou, though I roamed my whole life long, searching for my blue heaven. Heard somewhere it's called home. So don't you listen to those freight trains, let them scream into the night. Don't watch those Greyhound buses, semi-trucks, airplane rides. Let someone else be lonely. Let someone else be cold. Let someone else make sure those lies and stories all get told. 'Cause there ain't no California
Please help me, I'm falling in love with you. Close the door to temptation. Don't let me walk through. Turn away from me, darling. I'm begging you to. Please help me, I'm falling in love with you. I belong to another whose arms have grown cold, but I promise forever to have and to hold. I can never be free, dear, but when I'm with you, I know that I'm losing the will to be true. Please help me, I'm falling, and that could be sin. Close the door to temptation. Don't let me walk in, for I mustn't want you. But darling, I do. Please help me, I'm falling in love with you.
Well, Bill Anderson and I were visiting with Mark Wills the other night after our Opry spots and found out that Mark has never been to the Hermitage Steakhouse. So we figured that we just needed to initiate him. So we're making plans to initiate Mark Wills to the Hermitage Steakhouse, and that is a favorite place of Bill's and mine both. That's where he wrote this next song, and that's what brought it to my mind. Back in 1972, this was #1 for Cal Smith, a Bill Anderson song. Lord knows I'm drinking.
Hello, Mrs. Johnson, you self-righteous woman, Sunday school teacher, what brings you out slumming? Do you reckon the preacher would approve where you are? Standing here visiting with a backsliding Christian in a neighborhood bar. Well, yes, that's my bottle, and yes, that's my glass, and I see your eye falling, this pretty young lass. It ain't none of your business, but yes, she's with me, and we don't need no sermon, you self-righteous woman, just let us be. The Lord knows I'm drinking and running around, and He don't need your loud mouth informing the town. The Lord knows I'm sinning, and sinning ain't right, but me and the good Lord gonna have us a good talk later tonight. Goodbye, Mrs. Johnson, you self-righteous biddy. I don't need your preaching, and I don't need your pity. So go back to whatever you hypocrites do. heaven be nice and I'll put in a good word for you. The Lord knows I'm drinking and running around, and He don't need your loud mouth informing the town. The Lord knows I'm sinning, and sinning ain't right. But me and the good Lord gonna have us a good talk later tonight.
I got your picture that you gave to me, and it's signed with love, just like it used to be. The only thing different, the only thing new, I've got your picture, she's got you. I've got the records that we used to share, and they still sound the same as when you were here. The only thing different, the only thing new, I've got the records, she's got you. I've got your memory, or has it got me? I really don't know, but I know it won't let me be. I've got your class ring that proved you cared, and it still looks the same as when you gave it, dear. The only thing different, the only thing new, I've got these little things, she's got you. I've got your memory, or has it got me? I really don't know, but I know it won't let me be. I've got your class ring that proves you care, and it still looks the same as when you gave it, dear. The only thing different, the only thing new, I've got these little things, she's got you.
It's been a blue, blue day. I feel like running away. I feel like running away from it all. My love has been untrue. She's found somebody new. It's been a blue, blue day for me. I feel like crying, dying. What can I do? Feel like praying, saying I'm glad we're through. It's been a blue, blue day. I feel like running away. I feel like running away from the blues. It's been a blue, blue day for me. I can't pretend and say that I don't love her anyway. It's been a blue, blue day for me.
like rain said, I'm glad we're through. It's been a blue day. I feel like running away. I feel like running away from the blues. I feel like running away from the blues.
You know, all the records I grew up with, my dad played it 24 hours a day on a radio that sat up in the kitchen.
It is cool to see a resurgence in vinyl records. For me personally, I'm 25 and I was lucky enough to where my father kept all of his records.
This is my house, Willie's Roadhouse.
Because it brings back memories from their childhood.
Willie's Roadhouse.
On Sirius XM.
If I see you tomorrow on some street in town, pardon me if I don't say hello. I belong to another. It wouldn't look so good to know someone I'm not supposed to know. Just walk on by, wait on the corner. I love you, but we're strangers when we meet. Just walk on by, wait on the corner. I love you, but we're strangers when we meet. In a dimly lit corner at a place outside of town, tonight we'll try to say goodbye again. But I know it's not over. I'll call tomorrow night. I can't let you go, so why pretend? Just walk on by, wait on the corner. I love you, but we're strangers when we meet. Just walk on by, wait on the corner. I love you, but we're strangers when we meet. I love you, but we're strangers when we meet. I wandered again to my home in the mountains, where a new early dawn I looked for my friend, but I never could find. I found they were all like strangers to me. Everybody I met seemed to be a rank stranger. No mother or dad, not a friend that I see, not a friend that I see. They knew not my name, and I knew not their faces, I found they were all like strangers to me, like strangers to me. They've all moved away, said the voice of a stranger, to a beautiful home
their faces, hide their faces. I found they were all, like strangers to me, like strangers to me.
Well, it has been raining for at least a week here in Nashville, and as you know, I live right on the bank of the Cumberland River. My friend Carolyn called me last night and said, "Is the river really up?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "How high?" I said, "I don't know, because I can't do anything about it, so I'm not going to go look and make me nervous." But this brought to mind this great Roger Miller song. This record just literally gives me cold chills. I'll bet it will you too.
River in the rain. Sometimes at night you look like a long white train, winding your way away somewhere. The river, I love you, don't you care? Well, if you're on the run, winding someplace just trying to find the sun. Whether the sunshine, whether the rain. River, I love you just the same. But sometimes in a time of trouble, when you're out of hand and your bloody bubbles roll across my floor, carrying away the things I treasure, hell ain't no way to measure why I love you more than I did the day before. River in the rain. Sometimes at night you look like a long white train, winding your way away from me. River, I've never seen the sea. But sometimes in a time of trouble, when you're out of hand and your muddy puddles roll across my floor, hey, hey, and away the things I treasure, hell ain't no way to measure why I love you more than I did the day before. River in the rain. Sometimes at night you look like a long white train, winding your way away from me. River, I've never seen the sea. If we stop to think, it seems
We never have time alone, doing things we have to do. Not much time for me and you. Before we know it, it will all be gone. Let's take the long way around the world, sharing each other as we go. Let's take the long way around the world, and let's take it real slow. I get hungry just to talk. Take your hand and take a walk. And if all said and done, the only thing that really lasts is love. Let's take the long way around the world, sharing each other as we go. Let's take the long way around the world, and let's take it real slow. Let's take it real slow.
All the country greats come out and play. Here at Willie's Roadhouse on Sirius XM.
Prettiest town I've ever seen. Women there don't treat you mean. In Abilene, my Abilene, I sit alone most every night, watch those trains pull out of sight. Don't I wish they were carrying me back to Abilene, my Abilene. Abilene, Abilene, prettiest town I've ever seen. Women there don't treat you mean. In Abilene, my Abilene. Crowded city, there ain't nothing free, nothing in this town for me. Wish to the Lord that I could be in Abilene, sweet Abilene. Abilene, Abilene, prettiest town I've ever seen. Women there don't treat you mean. In Abilene, my Abilene. Women there don't treat you mean. In Abilene, built you. Splendor, Lord, you got it, wall to wall. And yet, with all of that, you're still not happy. Cause every time he's gone, I get your call. Slide off of your satin sheets, slip into your long soft thing. You know where to find my door, and I know what you're crying for. Slide off of your satin sheets, slip into your long soft mane. You know where to find my door, and I know what you're crying for. Baby, you once told me I was good for nothing, and you couldn't live on dreams and crystal balls. His money buys you everything but my loving, so I guess I'm good for something after all. Slide off of your satin sheets, slip into your long soft mane. You know where to find my door, and I know what you're crying for. Slide off of your satin sheets, slip into your long soft mane. You know where to find my door, and I know what you're crying for.
Hey, this is Willie Nelson, and I've made a lot of friends in country music over the years, and they're all right here on your radio.
Texas, the top turned outlaws, like Willie and Wade and me.
Welcome to Willie's Roadhouse. Willie's Roadhouse on Sirius XM.
It's been rough and rocky traveling, but I'm finally standing upright on the ground. After taking several readings, I'm surprised to find my mind still fairly sound. I guess Nashville was the roughest, but I know I've said the same about them all. We received our education in the cities of the nation, me and Paul. Almost busted in Laredo, but for reasons that I'd rather not disclose. But if you're staying in a motel there in Lee, just don't leave nothing in your clothes. And at the airport in Milwaukee, they refused to let us board the plane at all. They said we looked suspicious, but I believe they like to pick on me and Paul. Well, it's been rough and rocky traveling, but I'm finally standing upright on the ground. And after taking several readings, I'm surprised to find my mind still fairly sound. Guess not in the cities of the nation, me and Paul. skit show in Buffalo with us and Kitty.
I'll ride this thumb till I see her again.
That's right.
So I'm riding my thumb to Mexico. Well, the reason why she left me is not the reason that I'm here. I'm a traveling kind of man, just need a change of atmosphere. If there's any place I haven't been at all, that's where I'll go. So I'll ride my thumb to Mexico. Ride my thumb to Mexico. It don't matter when or how I go. I'll ride this thumb till I see her again. So I'm riding my thumb to Mexico.
Get up, hip boy. When the Lord made me, he made a simple man. Not much money and not much land. He didn't make me no banker or an eagle charmer. And the Lord made me, he made a black land farmer. Well, my hands ain't smooth, my face is rough, but my heart is warm and my ways ain't tough. I guess I'm the luckiest man ever born, 'cause the Lord gave me health and a black land farm. Breaking up the new ground early in the day. Gonna plant cotton, I'm gonna plant hay. I love the smell of sweet burry blowing through the corn. Lord, you sure done me right. I'm a black land farm. I feel like I'm getting closer to you, God. A plant in the ground and a breaking up the sod. Is it even I could do no harm, Lord? I owe it all to you and my black land farm.
This is Willie Nelson, and you're at the one place where classic country can still be heard.
The Roadhouse is integral in that, you know?
Merle Haggard, Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, you know.
Marty Robbins, too. I love the storytelling that he does.
I'm a Waylon head. I got a son named Waylon.
This is my house, Willie's Roadhouse,
Just the classics, you know.
on Sirius XM.
Girl, you're getting that look in your eyes, and it's starting to blur. I ain't ready for no family ties. Nobody's gonna hurry me. Just keep it friendly, girl, 'cause I don't wanna leave. Don't start clinging to me, girl, 'cause I can't breathe. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. 'Cause too much indeed. Girl, don't let your life get tangled up with mine, 'cause I'll just leave you. I can't take no being fine. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. 'Cause I'll just use you, then I'll set you free. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. 'Cause I'll just use you and I'll set you free. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me.
7 lonely days make one lonely week. 7 lonely nights make one lonely me. Ever since the time you told me we were through, 7 lonely days I cried and cried for you. Oh, my darling, you're crying. There's no use in denying I cried for you. It was your favorite pastime, making me blue. Last week was the last time I cried for you. 7 days blue, I've been with my tears. 7 letters through, I've filled with my fears. Guess it never pays to make your lover blue. 7 lonely days I cried and cried for you. Oh, my darling, you're crying. And denying I cried for you. It was your favorite pastime, making me blue. Last week was the last time I cried for you. Last week was the last time I cried for you.
Hey gang, I am so excited I got a chance to visit with Red Steagall on the phone, and I've got to share this with you.
Hello.
Hey Red, Jeannie Seeley at Willie's Roadhouse. Have you got a minute to visit?
Oh my goodness, I've got all day to visit with you.
Oh, well, I am so glad. We have been talking about doing this forever, and I am so glad we finally got a minute. I know you stay busy all the time. I was looking at your bio, and I thought, look at all the stuff he's done, but look at all the stuff he's still doing. You're amazing, my friend.
Well, thank you. It's a great life. I love every minute of it, and I'm just grateful and blessed that I can still get up in the morning and do what I love to do.
Well, I think we all are very fortunate to do something for a living that you truly have a passion for. Is just the greatest thing in the world.
I've always heard that if you love what you do, you never go to work.
Well, that's true. I told somebody the other day, though, I said, talking about being my own boss, and I said, I'm the toughest boss I've ever worked for. And I would say the same for you. You don't get a day off. On your cowboy gathering, I mean, now anybody can go to that. Is there a site to go to order tickets, or how do you do that?
Yes, just go to the Cowtown Coliseum and order the tickets. And And last year, over the weekend, they tell us we had 170,000 people.
Wow, that's awesome, Red. You're just carrying on a way of life and tradition that I'm so happy about, because I would hate to think that the current generation and the one for in the future would miss all of this.
Well, Jeannie, it's a very important part of the psychology of our entire society, because it exhibits things like individualism and independence and freedom, the thing that every single person thinks they want to own. They want to own those three things, regardless of where they live or what they do for a living. And the cowboy exhibits that. And we do that through the arts, through the written word, and through the music, through wall-hung art, paintings of all kinds, by sculptures, the metalworks, the bits and spurs, and leatherwork, the boots and saddles. And I believe with all my heart that the way we will preserve this set of values and who we are in the Western lifestyle is through the arts. So as a result, I want to brag a little bit, if you don't mind. We're building the Red Stegall Institute for Traditional Western Arts on the campus of Texas Tech University in Lubbock, Texas.
Wow.
And it will have about 48,000 square feet. The college gave us 8.5 acres to build it on. And it's in conjunction with the National Ranching Heritage Center. And when it's all finished, we will have a research library there that will be dedicated to nothing but the industry of ranching. So students can study there, young people there are people who have the talents, who are moving the story forward. And we know that we stand on the shoulders of giants in all those art forms, and we're going to recognize them. We're going to celebrate the ones who are moving it forward into the next generation, so we don't lose it.
That is so awesome. Red, you have given us so much for history through the songs you've written and recorded, the books you've written, the movies you've done, and now you are giving us something to go into the next generation. And I, for one, want to thank you for everything you've done and continue to do for our industry and just preserve the Western way of life.
Well, I'm very proud to have been a part of it and still a part of it in a certain way. But all those years of standing with a bandstand and watching people entertain themselves by dancing to the music that we played is reward enough.
Well, we're sure proud to have you on Willie's Roadhouse, and you just can't get any more authentic than Willie's Roadhouse is. And Red, take care of yourself. I hope to see you before long. Thanks for taking a few minutes to visit with us, with everybody.
Jeannie, thanks for inviting me. I love you, and I'm so proud to be here, and I'm proud to be a part of country music.
We have so much more to talk about. Let's do it again, okay?
You got it, kiddo.
All right, take care, Red. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
My yellow rose of Texas packed up and left this morning. I don't know where she's gone, and most of all, I don't know why. I only know I've got the blues. I've never been this lonesome. It's enough to make a man lay down and die. Lone Star beer and Bob Wills music. When I hear faded love, I feel at home. Lone Star beer and Bob Wills music. I've kept my heart alive since you've been gone. Quarters to feed to that old jukebox. Bob Wills music helps to keep that woman off my mind. I tend to keep that cold beer coming long as I got money, cause I plan on being here till closing time. Lone Star beer and Bob Wills music. When I hear
sad. I know it's over, but life goes on, and this old world will keep on turning. Let's just be glad we had some time spent together. There's no need to watch the bridges that we're burning. Lay your head upon my pillow. Hold your warm and tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft against the window, and make believe you love me one more time. All the good times, I'll get along. You'll find another, and I'll be here if you should find you ever need me. Don't say a word about tomorrow or forever. There'll be time enough for sadness when you leave me. Lay your head upon my pillow. Hold your warm and tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft against the window. Make believe you love me one more time. For the good times.
I love anything from country music to rock and roll. Mostly 50s and 60s is my roadhouse.
It has soul in it.
You know, and so like with Johnny Cash, you kind of always look like you wanted to punch someone in the face. And that's sort of what made music cool back then.
You're right, what is roadhouse?
It's just the grassroots of everything.
On Sirius XM.
If you love somebody enough, you follow wherever they go. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. If you love somebody enough, you go where your heart wants to go. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. I know if you'd seen her, you'd tell me, 'cause you are my friend. I've got to find her and find out the trouble she's in. And if you tell me she's not here, you can follow the trail of my tears. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. She'd get mad and she used to say she'd come back to Memphis someday. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis.
That's how I got the blues. That's how I got the blues.
Straight.
I want to go where no one knows me, where I can start my life anew. I want to go where no one knows me. No one will ask me about you. A cherished friend, a worship sweetheart, the oldest story ever told. I trusted you, but you deceived me. I have more grief than I can hold. I want to go where no one knows me. My soul is sick, my heart is sore. I want to go where all are strangers. I don't believe in friends no more. I want to go where no one knows me, where I can start my life anew. I want to go where all are strangers. No one will ask me about you.
Well, I've got one of my Opry sisters coming up on Willie's Roadhouse today. We haven't played her in quite a while. My friend Skeeter Davis. We miss her a lot at the Opry. We used to laugh sometime. I'm going to go ahead and say it about her outlandish outfits that she wore sometime. But Skeeter Davis was always an absolute delight when she came in the room. And I was laughing to myself, I'll tell you this too, because Skeeter was always saying, I'm going to be praying for you. I prayed for you last night. Or, I'm praying for you, Jeannie. And so one time I told her, just joking, I said, Skeeter, if you pray for me as much as you say you do, and I'm sure you do, there's just no sense in me trying to get through to the Lord. So will you just say a prayer for me every night? Because I know you've got him tied up. Well, she thought that was the funniest thing, and the rest of her life, every time I'd see her, she'd say, Jeannie, I laugh every night when I finish my prayers. I say, oh, and Lord, God bless Jeannie Seeley too. She can't get through to you. Here's Skeeter with the answer to the Hank Williams classic.
You say that you're falling, but what can I do? You want me to help you, but I'm falling too.
a king. From loneliness to a wedding ring, I played an ace and a one, a queen, and walked away with your heart. From a jack to a king, with no regret I stacked the cards last night, and Lady Luck played her hand just right to make me king of your heart. For just a little while I thought that I might lose the game. Then just in time I saw the twinkle in your eye. From a jack to a king, from loneliness to a wedding ring, I played an ace and I won a queen that made me king of your heart. For just a little while I thought that I might lose the game. Then just in time I saw the twinkle in your eye. From a jack to a king, from loneliness to a wedding ring, I played an ace and I won a queen that made me king of your heart.
This is Willie Nelson, and all the country greats come out and play here at Willie's Roadhouse.
Is anybody going to San Antonio?
Willie's Roadhouse.
On Sirius XM.
It's 4 in the morning, and what's more, the dawning just woke up the wanting in me. Wishing I never met her, knowing if I'd forget her, how much better off she would be. The longer I hold on and the longer this goes on, the harder that it's gonna be. But it's 4 in the morning and once more the dawning just woke up the wanting in me. I never desert her, God knows when I hurt her, that's the last thing that I want to do. She tries but she can't tell how she feels, but I know too well what she's going through. If I love her so much, I don't know what I can't do the right thing and just let her be. But it's 4 in the morning and what's more, the dawning just woke up the wanting in me. Last night I told her this time it's all over, making 10 times I told her goodbye. Last night we broke up, this morning I woke up, and for the 10th time I'm changing my mind. I saw more love in her eyes when I left her than most foolish men will ever see. And it's 4 in the morning and once more the dawning just woke up the wanting in me. It's door. Don't let the one I love go there anymore. Close all the honky tonks, throw away the key. Then maybe the one I love will come back to me. Turn back the time and live again the hours when she was all mine. If you see her running with that crowd downtown, and as long as there's a honky-tonk, she'll never settle down. Close all the honky-tonks, lock all the doors. Don't let the one I love go there anymore. Close all the honky-tonks, throw away the key. Then maybe the one I love will come back to me. Then maybe the one I love will come back to me.
Hello, this is Willie Nelson. All my friends are right here. And Willie's Roadhouse on Sirius XM.
Mr. Record Man, I'm looking for a song I heard today. There was someone blue singing about someone who went away. Just like me, his heart was yearning for a love that used to be. It's a lonely song about a lonely man like me. There was something about a love that didn't treat him right, and he'd wake from troubled sleep and cry her name at night. Mr. Record Man, get this record for me, won't you please? It's a lonely song about a lonely man like me. I was driving down the highway with the radio turned on, and the man that I heard singing sounds so blue and all alone. I listened to his lonely song. I wonder, could it be? Could there somewhere be another lonely man like me? There was something about a love that didn't treat him right, and he'd wake from troubled sleep and cry her name at night. Mr. Record Man, get this record for me, won't you please? It's a lonely song about a lonely man like me.
Well, we're so glad that you're able to join us for another Sunday with Seeley. And, you know, since it is Sunday, I don't think I've played any gospel or semi-gospel music yet today. Let's fix that right now. Here's Porter and Dolly. Daddy was an old-time preacher man.
Daddy was an old-time preacher man. He preached the word of God throughout the land. He preached so plain a child could understand. Yes, Daddy was an old-time preacher man.
He told the people of the need to pray. He talked about God's wrath and judgment day. He preached about that great eternity. He preached hell so hot that you could feel the heat. Daddy was an old-time preacher man.
to testify as we'd sang in the sweet by and by. Then we'd sing, I'm on my way to Canaan's land. Yes, Daddy was no time preacher man. Revivals and camp meetings went for weeks. Folks came from all around to hear him preach. Daddy said if one is saved, it's worth it all. But the aisles were always filled at altar call. Daddy was an old-time preacher man. He preached the word of God through. He preached so plain and tough to understand. Yes, Daddy was an old-time preacher man. Daddy worked for God but asked no pay, for he believed that God provides a way.
We never had a lot, but we got by.
I guess it's 'cause the Lord was on my daddy's side. Yes, Daddy was an old-time preacher man. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. I'm on my way to Canaan's land. Yes, Daddy was an old-time preacher man. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. I'm on my way to Canaan's land. Yes, Daddy was an old-time preacher man. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful.
Long ago and far away, my old common labor shoes, I turned the world all which way, just because you asked me to. Like unto no other feel, simple love is simple truth. There's no end to what I do, just because you ask me to. Let the world call me a fool, but if things are right with me and you, that's all that matters, and I'll do anything you ask me to. Knowing how much I love you, and after all that I've been through, I turn and walk away from you, just because you ask me to. Lord, I hope you never do. Let the world call me a fool, but if things are right with me and you, that's all that matters, and I'll do anything you ask me to.
Country classics. In the Clover Willie's Roadhouse on Sirius XM.
racking my brain, hoping to find a way out. I've had enough of this continual rain. Changes are coming, no doubt. It's been a too long time with no peace of mind, and I'm ready for the times to get better. You seem to want from me what I cannot give. I feel so lonesome at times. I have a dream that I wish I could live. It's burning holes in my mind. It's been a too long time with no peace of mind, and I'm ready for the times to get better. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. It's been a too long time with no peace of mind, and I'm ready for the times to get better.
About sundown, while Mama was a-washing her hair. And you can bet your bottom dollar she'll come looking for me when she finds that I'm not there. And if she catches her sweet thing running around, I know there'll be the devil to pay. She'll come blowing like a cyclone right through that door, and I can hear exactly what she'll say.
I got a notion he'll be headed this way. Cause when my sweet thing is out tomcatting around, he finds a sandbox like just a play. I wanna tell all your barroom roses, if my sweet thing does happen by, you better take my advice, and if you blink more than twice, you better have something in your eye.
I give my baby all my money on payday, except a little she don't know that I got. Cause there's a cute little waitress at the corner cafe, and she seems to like me quite a lot. Well, we were sitting in this back booth having a talk, and she's believing every word that I said. When the door blew open, Loretta walked in, yelling loud enough to wake the dead.
Well, if anybody here thinks the sweet thing, I got a notion he'll be headed this way. Cause when the sweet thing is out tomcatting around, he finds a sandbox like just a play. I wanna tell all your barroom roses, if my sweet thing does happen by, you better take my advice, and if you blink more
around with my head in my hand, Lord, what am I coming to? I just keep moaning, moaning the blues. I wrote a nice long letter, said, Mama, please come home. Your daddy is lonesome, and all I do is moan. I've been loving that gal for so doggone long, I can't afford to lose her now. I thought it was right, but I must have been wrong, cause my head is starting to bow, and now I'm moaning, moaning the blues. Treat her nice and kind. If you do her wrong, she'll leave this town, and you'll almost lose your mind, and you'll be moaning, moaning the blues. Oh, baby, 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 honey, baby, please come home. Your daddy is lonesome, and all I do is moan. I promise you, baby, that I'll be good and I'll never be bad no more. I'm sitting here waiting for you right now to walk through that front door, and I'll stop moaning, moaning the blues.
Well, we've got a classic bluegrass record coming up now by one of my Osborne brothers, one of my Opry family brothers, along with Red Allen. And this record really set the bar pretty high for a lot of these bluegrass singers. And it's so fun to hear some of them. But here's the original. Here's Ruby.
too many years ago, when dreams weren't coming true, I'd reach for inspiration. Sometimes it would be you. I'd hear you on the radio. I sure didn't like your sound. Say it's good to know there's still a few old country boys around. From the smoke, it's hard to tell what's coming down the line. We heard you were a fast train coming out of Carolina. We wondered what you were hauling when you rolled into town. Say it's good to know there's still a few old country boys around. You must have felt that same old feeling more than once or twice. Guitars pressed against our hearts under the neon lights. I've got to say that feeling is the best that I have found. Lord, it's good to know there's still a few old country boys around. Truth, you know, in our kind of songs about the life you're living and how love done you wrong. As long as there's a jukebox and a honky-tonk in town, it's good to know there's still a few old country boys around. It's good to know there's still a few old country boys around.
This is Bobby Barron.
Hi, this is Tanya Tucker.
Hi, this is Bill Anderson.
Hey, this is Willie Nelson. Welcome to my house.
Willie's Roadhouse.
On Sirius XM.
You wrote your cheating heart about a guy like my first ex-wife. You moan the blues for me and for you. Hank Williams, you wrote my life. The cold, cold heart and a doubtful mind. I have known a few myself, and the gal that loved me half as much as she loved somebody else. You wrote your cheating heart about a guy like my first ex-wife. You moan the blues for me and for you. Hank heard that blue old whippoorwill too, and the lonesome whistle whine. I know that feeling so cold, so real, when the blues come around at midnight. We never met, I know, and yet I know you well, my friend. And if ever I get to heaven on high, I hope you'll shake my hand. You wrote your cheating heart about a guy like my first ex-wife. You moan the blues for me and for you. Hank Williams, you wrote my life. Hank Williams, you wrote my life. Does my ring hurt your finger when you go out at night? When I bought it for you, darling, it seemed to be just right. Should I take it to the jeweler so it won't fit so tight? Does my ring hurt your finger when you go out at night? Did you enjoy yourself last night, dear? How was the show? You know that I don't mind it when you go. I understand sometimes we all need time alone. But why do you always leave your ring at home? Does my ring hurt your finger when you're away from me? I'm so proud when you wear it for all the world to see. Should I take it to the jeweler so it won't fit so tight? Does my ring hurt your finger when you go out at night? Does my ring hurt your finger when you go out at night?
Well, here are three of my Opry brothers, and I'm always so happy to see them when I go in backstage. They are, as Johnny Russell used to say, full of it, and they're so fun. And then they hit that stage, and you realize what incredible voices they've got. I've always thought it was so unique how God chose for siblings to have three different ranges in their voices, so they blend like this. See if you can pull them apart as you listen to this. This is Larry, Steve, and Rudy. These are the Gatlin brothers.
All the gold in California is in a bank in the middle of Beverly Hills. Nobody else's name, so if you're dreaming about California, it don't matter at all where you played before.
California's a brand new game. Trying to be a hero, winding up a zero, can scar a man forever, right down to your soul. Living on the spotlight can kill a man outright, 'cause everything that glitters is not gold, and all the gold in California is in a bank in the middle of Beverly Hills. It's somebody else's name. So if you're dreaming about California, it don't matter at all where you played before. California's a brand new game. All the gold in California is in a bank in the middle of Beverly Hills. It's somebody else's name. So if you're dreaming about California, it don't matter at all where you played before. California's a brand new game. A brand new judge waiting for me to pay. I asked sweet little honey just 2 6-packs away. I told the judge there was 2 trees and I went between them. He said, but when I hear your condition, that's the way that you seen them. He laid down that hammer and he gave me 90 long days. I had a sweet little honey just 2 6-packs away. It's gonna take a while to put my wheels back together. Now Sunday rolls around, that's my cigarette day. And my baby's still waiting just 2 6-packs away. When I get out of this place, I'm gonna say I ain't never saw one. Going down to Joe's and have that big bartender draw on. Oh, my throat is dry and my mouth feels like clay. And my baby is waiting just 2 6-packs away. And my baby is waiting just 2 6-packs away. And my baby is waiting just 2 6-packs away.
Home for the country classics. Jerry Willie's Roadhouse on Sirius XM.
Well, I left Kentucky back in '49 and went to Detroit working on assembly line. The first year they had me putting wheels on Cadillacs. Every day I'd watch them beauties roll by, and sometimes I'd hang my head and cry, 'cause I always wanted me one that was long and black. One day I devised myself a plan that should be the envy of most any man. I'd sneak it out of there in a lunchbox in my hand.
Now getting caught meant getting fired, but I figured I'd have it all by the time I retired. I'd have me a car worth at least $100 grand. I'd get it one piece at a time, and it wouldn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style, I'm gonna drive everybody wild, 'cause I'll have the only one there is around. So the very next day when I punched in with my big lunchbox with help of my friend, I left that day with a lunchbox full of gear. I've never considered myself a thief, but GM wouldn't miss just one little piece, especially if I strung it out over several years. The first day I got me a fuel pump, and the next day I got me an engine and a trunk, then I got me a transmission and all the chrome. The little things I could get in my big lunchbox, like nuts, bolts, and all four shocks, but the big stuff we snuck out my buddy's mobile home. Now up to now my plan went all right till we tried to put it all together one night, and that's when we noticed that something was definitely wrong. The transmission was a 53 and the motor turned out to be a 73, and when we tried to put in the bolts, all the holes were gone. So we drilled it out so that it would fit, and with a little bit of help from an adapter kit, we had that engine running just like a song. Now the headlights, there was another sight. We had two on the left and one on the right, but when we pulled out the switch, all three of them come on. The back end looked kind of funny too, but we put it together, and when we got through, well, that's when we noticed that we only had one tail fin. About that time, my wife walked out, and I could see in her eyes that she had her doubts, but she opened the door and said, "Honey, take me for a spin." So we drove uptown just to get the tags, and I headed to ride on down Main Track. I could hear everybody laughing for blocks around. But up there at the courthouse, they didn't laugh, 'cause to type it up, it took the whole staff, and when they got through, the title weighed 60 pounds. I got it one piece at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style, I'm gonna drive everybody wild, 'cause I'll have the only one there is around. Yeah, Red Rider, this is the Cottonmouth and the Psycho Billy Cadillac, come on. Picked it up, it's cheaper that way. What model is it? Well, it's a 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59 automobile. It's a 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68.
I've made a small fortune, and you've squandered it all. You shame me till I feel about 1 inch tall. But I thought I love you, and I hope you would change. So I gritted my teeth and didn't complain. Now you come to me with a simple goodbye. You tell me you're leaving, but you don't tell me why. Now we're here at the station, and you're getting on, and all I can think of is, thank God in Greyhound you're gone. Thank God in Greyhound you're gone. I didn't know how much longer I could go on, watching you take the respect out of me, watching you make a total wreck wasn't too long. Thank God and Greyhound, you're gone. Thank God and Greyhound, you're gone.
Smokey the bar, lights dimly glow. It's good that way, 'cause heartaches don't show. Hey John, lots of them are happy, they laugh and tell their jokes, while lots of them are here because they're just lonely folks. And then there are others whose hearts wear a scar, but you can't see them crying, it's so Smokey the bar. Smokey the bar, lights glowing dim, they hardly notice when someone walks in. Order up your drink to the music that's loud, you'll find a friend somewhere in the crowd. While the ashes are falling from the smoke that you inhale, there's an old dream to recall, or a new one that failed. Should a tear betray your eye, if a memory slips too far, don't tell them that you're crying, just say Smokey the bar. While the ashes are falling from the smoke that you inhale, there's an old ring to recall, or a new one that failed. Should a tear betray your eye, if a memory slips too far, don't tell them that you're crying, just say Smokey the bar. It's so Smokey the bar.
Well, I have had a wonderful time here at Willie's Roadhouse with you today. And if I counted correctly, and Bev Moser counted correctly, it takes two of us, you know. We believe there's just 21 more days till daylight savings time. And I looked again, and my jonquils are peeping out of the ground. Down here in the South, they call them buttercups, but we all know that they are jonquils. Whatever they're called, I get so thrilled when I see them, because I know spring is getting close at hand. I hope you have a great week ahead, and try not to work too hard. Try to enjoy something, find something special that you really like to do, okay? Now stay tuned for Chris Jones. I hope maybe he'll play my favorite, Riding the Chief. And to close out the show today, we had requests to do this one, written by Don Cusick. Here's Peaceful Waters. Thanks for being with us. Take care. Know I love you. And we'll get together next week.
When my heart
say I know Hank would be proud of you if he were here today. While we're all so glad, and we know he would be too, that you're carrying on his music this way. Yes, they say Hank was the all-time great, and we know you'll be just as good as your dad. But I just smile and say there'll never be another Hank Williams, friends. That's the part that always makes us sad. Yes, I know that I'm not great, and some say I imitate. Anymore, I don't know. I'm just doing the best I can. It's hard standing in the shadow of a very famous man. So many times when I'm on that stage, I feel something go through me. And for a minute, I'm in a different world. And that's when it does something to me. The people are hollering, clapping real loud, while I'm out there taking my bows. I look up toward the ceiling and say to myself, listen, Dad, just listen to that crowd. But as the show goes on, the people clap and holler more. I start to sing another of your great songs. That's the time that I know, although you're gone, your music will live on and on and on.
Pull up a stool.
Sit down, let me buy you a beer.
This is Willie Nelson. You're always welcome here at Willie's Roadhouse.
From somewhere outside, I hear the street vendor cry, Billy Gumbo. From my window, I see him going down the street.